Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Minecraft. It has been a while. It's been a while since I uploaded just about anything. I've not been feeling well, but I have returned, and we are now here in 1.8.9. The last video that I made, I released it after 1.8.9, but I actually made the video just before they made this update. But I think the only thing with this update was like this realms thing, which I don't really know too much about. But anyway, into the game. Alright, and here we are. In the house. It's nighttime. I should sleep. Oh my gosh, and sleeping also resets the frames. We're up to glorious 60. So we have done a lot of things since we've started this series. We have completed our mushroom farm. We have gone into the Nether to create a path to the mainland. I've conquered an ocean monument. But for this episode, before I get on to the next major thing I want to do is I want to take on the Wither, since we already have 2 of the 3 Wither skeleton skulls stored away. Before we get to that, I would like to go do some exploring. This is not exploring in the Nether. This is exploring of the mainland region, because while we have found a lot, I feel like there's still more there. Oh yes, and also our our huge nether wart farm that will eventually fill all of this if I keep this up. Any of these ripe yet? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, here we are, back on the mainland. And there is a creeper right there. Come on. Ow. Oh, but it didn't actually do any damage. So we've gone off that way. What did I just pick up? Oh, bones. Oh. And we did go off this way a bit, but we went off that away. I want to see if there is more this away. Pretty much from this area with Pride Rock and this cave that I made my... What the... Hold up. Why is there a hole in the top of this cave? Okay, getting sidetracked already. Good, great way to start things off. Immediately getting sidetracked. But I want to know what this is. Aww. Ooh, another cave. Interesting. I don't have any torches, but there's coal right here. Very convenient. Right, there we go. And that's it. Okay, well that's interesting. Knock you off. This could have been a waterfall coming off the side of this, and then I would have noticed this immediately, but no, it's just a little cave in the back of the cave mount. And another one. I'm guessing this is also nothing. Yep, just nothing. Okay, so great exploring so far. We've found nothing, pretty much. Yeah. So, like I was trying to say, there's basically 3 ways we can go. We went over the hill on the other side of Pride Rock, and over there we found sheep, and I believe there was a desert, like, really far over that way. And then we went this way, and we went through that desert, and we found those bunny rabbits and a bunch of caves. But we have yet to go this way. That is where we landed, over that way. I'm talking this way. So we landed on the other side of this desert. But if we go this way, this is way... which way? That's west. So this is south. That's weird. My thought was south. I should have just said south and amazed myself. I don't know if jump sprinting actually makes you faster anymore. Did they take that out of the game? I don't know. I should read patch notes, but the patch notes have gotten so long recently. Whereas, yeah, we found this, but then, yeah, there was that huge mountain there that we didn't go past. We, like, went that way, then we, like, cut across this way. Right, yeah, the mountain with the lava and the waterfall. Right, I remember this now. Yeah, we did not venture past this point. But yeah, back in the day, people used to talk about the patch notes and whatnot at the release time, whereas more recently, people just kind of talk about the snapshots, and then when the thing comes out, like, nobody does release videos anymore because... And if they do, they don't explain much because they're like, oh, well, this is what's changed since the snapshot, and I don't keep up with the snapshot, so as a result of that, there's so much stuff that goes into these now that they have regular snapshots, and it's not just alpha beta, and there aren't, like, regular releases where they're adding, like, little things. It's just, like, huge thing. So I don't bother reading the patch notes anymore. Mainly laziness. Alright, so we have made it to Giant Fiery Mountain. And over there is a forest. And, oh, what is this? A cave with water, okay. Thought maybe depressed sand. I thought, you know, maybe dungeon, but that would be too nice. Oh. Oh, God! And that's how you fall into lava and die, folks. So stupid. I have my diamond stuff on me. I should not play games with my life. So we go from savanna to water to desert to more savanna. I know that the biomes now, they have like a heat rating or something that makes it so that way you don't get the desert and snow right next to each other. And I know, like, people used to joke about that, be like, oh, desert and snow right next to each other. But actually, desert, it's not about heat. A desert is about lack of precipitation. Like, Antarctica is a desert because it hardly ever has any kind of precipitation, rain or snow. And so the idea of a sandy desert being next to a really cold region is not out of the question. It would actually make sense. It's just that usually you associate sand deserts with, like, the Sahara or like Death Valley, where you have the highest recorded temperatures in North America. But I think it's the Gobi Desert. Like, the temperatures there are actually quite cold, and it gets ridiculously cold at night. The reason the deserts are associated with high temperatures is because during the day they get really hot, but at night they really cool off, and it's actually incredibly cold. Why did I bring the sponges with me? That's really stupid. Oh my gosh, I did not prepare for this at all. Alright, well, better get the sword out. Ready to defend ourselves from the denizens of the night. Okay, and now another giant mountain. Go! Wait, am I out of mushroom stew already? Oh my gosh, I'm out of mushroom stew already. Okay, little chickadees. Come to me. I have seeds, but I feel like that would be deceptive to lure him with seeds, only to slay him. Oh, pfft. Ty! Oh, the field's on fire! That means lava. Oh, creepers. Okay, we're gonna stay away from that. Okay, nothing. Alright, well, this will be a good spot for me to just cook these up. Where is... I don't have enough cobblestone on me. Don't want to eat raw chicken. Even in Minecraft, eating raw chicken will give you food poisoning. Ah! Where was he? Ooh, what's down here? Iron. Lots of iron, very nice. We do not have the iron deficiencies of the very first episodes, but we still don't have a lot of iron. Definitely don't mind finding more of it. Okay, wow. That was stupid of me. Alright. Thankfully, one creeper explosion does not a dead young blade make, because I have this iron armor. Yeah, ever since enchanting and you need armor to make anvils and stuff like that, you need a lot more iron. It used to be you just needed iron for armor, and you usually wouldn't use it for tools too much after you got diamonds. Like, I usually still make iron axes just because it's not that awesome. And I would make iron shovel as well, but we had that giant excavation project of a hill, and so I wanted a diamond shovel. Okay, we can cook that up, but we'll take this with us. Take this with us. These should all be in one. Okay. Nice music. Of all the Minecraft songs, this one is definitely my favorite. And I mean, it's not like it has no competition. I don't think there's a single song in this game that's part of, like, the actual soundtrack that I don't like. A couple of the records... Ow! Not to upset anybody, but a couple of the records I don't really care for. But the in-game music, that's just part of, like, the main soundtrack, is amazing. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Gold Armor. Would you grant me a trophy? No. Okay, what is this light up here? Oh, lava! Okay, I gotta back away from that. If an arrow hit me from behind with that, I would have flown into it. Yikes. Okay. So I guess I shall dub this region the land of the lava hills. Land of lava... What's it? Is there a word for hill or mountain that starts with L? To make it alliterative? I don't know. Ooh. Oh, this is so dark. You guys will probably have difficulty seeing. Here, let me up the gain. Okay, and gain back down. Ah! Lombles. There was nothing in the cave. Okay, chicken eggs. So now if I find some pumpkins, I can make myself some pumpkin pie. Okay, this mountain range is, like, huge. Okay, over there is a forest. I'm guessing that's the forest that we went into when we went explore. Oh, look, pumpkins. Have we found pumpkins yet? Ow! Bah! I don't know that we've found pumpkins yet. I'll go get them. Risk the spiders and... Oh, look, bunnies! Yeah, I think this is where we found these... No, this is Savannah. But that area over there. Oh! It's a spotted bunny! Oh, that's adorable. Oh, and it's another spotted bunny. It's the spotted... That's the baby, and this is the mommy. Oh, don't you hurt the mommy. Stay away. Yeah, and there's a mommy. And then there's another baby. And a black bunny. Black speckled bunny. It's a, what's that called? Calico? There's a term for cats. I had a cat that had that, like, black speckled. I think it's tortoiseshell? So it's like a tortoiseshell bunny. Oh my gosh, so many bunnies. So I guess this is like the forest of bunnies, and these are the hills of lava. Oh wait, no, this is a different forest. This is a roofed forest. Giant mushrooms. I never see any of those. Ah. And another lava. These really are the hills of lava. Alright, so now if I find some sugarcane, I can make pumpkin pie. Which, in my single-player world, that's what I use. I use pumpkin pie all the time. Basically, I have so much access to pumpkins and sugarcane that I kind of have to. It's the only way I can justify having that ridiculous sugarcane farm. Hello. Wow. That's a pretty good fall. That'd break your neck. I could take some of these mushrooms. I have bowls. Just need some of the brown mushrooms now. Ow. Well, the main thing I wanted to find on this expedition is a village. Because we have yet to find a village. So while these mountains and roof forests and stuff are nice, these kinds of biomes are the ones I want to find. Desert and plains, because those are the only places the villages are. I mean, I'm willing to explore for anything. I mean, whatever we find that's cool, I'll take it. Ooh. 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 Okay, well, there's plenty of sugarcane around here. I don't see a village off that way. Is that a birch forest? It's hard to tell whether or not the couple of trees here are part of this forest or part... Oh! Ah! Ow. Ow! Well, it's not a village, but it's something. Let's see what kind of loot we got.